Thanks for joining us. I'm Liam Martin with the WBZ News Update. Our top stories: the lawyer accused in a string of sexual assaults in 2 Boston neighborhoods is back out on bail this morning. Matthew Nilo was arraigned on new charges yesterday after prosecutors said DNA linked him to 5 more attacks in the North End starting in 2007. He has also pleaded not guilty to the rape of 3 women in Charlestown from the same time period. One of those women was in court yesterday. The MBTA inspecting Davis Station in Somerville after this video. You can see commuters waiting on the platform yesterday morning when they look up and everyone scatters. Passengers reported seeing something fall from the ceiling. The T tells WBZ they didn't find any debris on the platform, but we're conducting both visual and hands-on inspections. We did see crews at the station after the incident. New video of a fire on the Red Line. You can see smoke coming from the bottom of this train up at the top of their screen as it was pulling into Charles MGH station yesterday morning. Boston Fire says a piece of mechanical equipment under the train caught fire. Passengers got off the train and no one was hurt. Fire crews had to bring a hose into the station because the water pipe that's supposed to be used for fire emergencies was broken. Let's get a check of your next weather forecast now with meteorologist Zach Green. Hey, Zach.
Good morning, Liam. We're starting off with thankfully a dry window after what was a very active overnight scene. Over in Rhode Island, over an inch. 0.7 was actually recorded. Fall River down about 1.5 inches. Asheville got close to that point too, and put some emphasis there because earlier this week they saw over 5 inches of rain. All of this activity is just going to exacerbate some of the flood concerns, especially from central and western Massachusetts. Even though we do have some sunshine to go from the mid to late morning hours, we'll filter in the cloud cover once again in the early afternoon, and we'll start to bubble things up as well. About 1 to 3 o'clock out through Worcester County, then it'll skip east to 495 towards our evening commute. So unfortunately, some headaches to go along with the ride home. If you've got wedding rehearsals, you got to be out and about in town. Make sure you have the umbrella close by. This will not be for everyone, but we're certainly in an unsettled pattern that will likely take us in through the evening hours and then once again for tomorrow morning. So the biggest consideration today is going to be that flood risk. We generally don't talk about how intense these rains are until we put insult to injury. So we still have that along the Connecticut River Valley, a warning tracing out most of that scenario from the Hartford region right down to coastal Connecticut. On the western side of the state, they obviously have some of the peaks and valleys that are gathering up all of the water, so any additional chances between today, tomorrow, and Sunday is just going to add even more of a concern. Once we move into the second half of the weekend, that's when it becomes a little more widespread again. So if you're looking for a better shot of dry hours, Saturday is going to be your best bet, especially in the morning. Sunday morning's not all that bad either, but Liam, in the afternoon, that's when things get a little bit dicey. We just can't buy a dry weekend overall, but we will begin to dry things out by early next week.
All right, Zach, sounds good. I'm Liam Martin. This has been a WBZ News Update. Have a great day, everybody.